Three solutions that a customer would look at are a dry-cooled solution, a hybrid solution, or an independent water-cooled solution. And they're going to be looking at the initial cost, what is the cost of the equipment, and then the environmental impact of their solution. There's two primary considerations when it boils into environmental impact. It's going to be how much energy am I going to consume off the grid, and they're going to also look at how much water is available and how much water would I consume based on my overall solution. When a data center is looking at their overall objectives, they have to first look at the amount of property or real estate they have available. Real estate's starting to become a pretty big part of decision making for data center customers. The scarcity of water is starting to drive the decision making on the amount of water that data centers want to use now. They're segueing into hybrid solutions, which are dry cooler, water cooler combinations, or trying to go completely waterless and going to 100% dry cooled solutions. When you're looking at a hybrid cooled solution, typically you have both a dry cooler and an evaporative cooler on site. And then you pick your times of days when you can run each solution. Other than just the overall water consumption, there's just the fact of there's minimal maintenance on a dry cooler. Your only maintenance requirement is really the fans or the motors. So it's a much simpler product to maintain. What you're sacrificing when you move away from a water-cooled solution is really initial cost. There can be situations where water usage becomes expensive, and it typically boils down to the quality of water of which you're operating in and the chemical treatment of that water. The more chemically imbalanced the water is, the more maintenance and upkeep of the systems that's required and the more chemical treatment that's involved with maintaining your system. The smaller the data center, the easier it is to be dry. The larger the data center, it's going to gravitate more towards a wet solution. And then ultimately at certain points, there's a hybrid where they come together. But what's happened in the market is the cooling tower manufacturers have started to combine a dry solution in their tower, and the dry cooler manufacturers are combining wet surface inside of their dry surface solutions. It really depends on the size of the plant. The integrated solutions tend to be more towards the smaller data centers, call it 30 megawatts. When you start getting into 500 megs to a gigawatt, then you're going to have a cooling tower and you're going to have a dry cooler for a hybrid solution. They're going to be independent solutions due to the size.